No matter the dry track conditions, the soft option tyres are always the tyres to choose in MotoGP 24. However, there is one circuit that is more abrasive than any of the others. So my question is, can the soft option tyres survive the Mandalika circuit? Let's find out. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, starting from the back of the grid here in Mandalika with the soft option tyres with Jorge Martin. Let's see how we get on. Well, it's already a fantastic start. Look how many riders we've been able to go around the outside of going into the first corner. Wow, almost actually hit the back of Pecco Bagnaia for a moment there, but thankfully we're okay. We're back on it, approaching another factory Ducati. In fact, 2 Italian motorcycles ahead of us here, and we're almost through already on Maverick Vinales. Now, I'm not too concerned about the AI in this one. They are on 120%, which is the hardest difficulty in the game, but they aren't very good around this track, so I would probably imagine we're going to deter, or at least disappear and dispossess Maverick Vinales from first place. I don't think he's going to deter us much longer, but what I will tell you is this is an experiment about the tyre situation here in Mandalika. Now, it's either going to be the front or the rear that is going to struggle so much in this track. I would imagine it's going to be the front, maybe on the right hand side, due to the penultimate corner here in Indonesia. Oh, I just ran off the circuit there, my mistake. Here is the penultimate corner as mentioned. This really difficult long right-hander into turn 16. We've seen tons of crashes there, and it's so easy to do. I've crashed there many times, and I'll probably end up crashing here today as well. It's such a difficult corner to get right, especially when your tyres heat up and they start to degrade as we go hard on the brakes there. Around the outside of Maverick Vinales, we are now leading the way, and this is where the experiment will truly begin. As I mentioned, not too concerned about the AI. I probably would imagine that's it. But now, it is time to keep on pushing. Now, one thing I will say immediately, if you've been watching my career mode career mode videos, and thank you very much, hope you're enjoying them, this feels significantly different to my career mode Honda. Absolutely night and day. This bike feels terrific. Arguably the best bike in the game is the GP224 Ducati. It is terrific in MotoGP 24, like it should be. It's the best bike in the world right now. And this feels really good, so I'm looking forward to this. It was an idea I had a couple of days ago, and considering we're going to Mandalika this weekend, I wanted to do a video with Jorge Martin, and well, it came to me to do this one instead. But I am really curious to think and to see if Jorge Martin will banish the demons of crashing in this circuit like he did last season. Now, the craziest thing about that is it really did feel that this crash here in Mandalika is what lost Martin the championship. Of course, he was leading at the time, binned it, Pecco won, and it all got flipped on its head. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes this time around, but there you go. First lap time that is not from the standing start. It's a 128.7. Not bad. I think we can do a little bit better than that, so I'm going to keep on pushing. But already, look at that front tyre. Whoa, that got rather warm, didn't it? And I think it's going to stay that way, especially now as we go onto the right-hand side of the tyre for at least 3 more corners. Turn 5, turn 6, turn 7. Pretty nicely done, though, going into that right-hander. Quickly turned into the left. That allows the right-hand side of the front to just calm down ever so slightly. We now get back onto the power. Now, I will say, I was hesitant about this circuit when I first played it. I think I first played this track in Superbike 22. And I wasn't a big fan of it. I kind of liked it here and there, but I wasn't that big of a fan. But what I can tell you is after playing this track for the past couple of years, it has really grown on me. The fast-flowing nature of this circuit is extremely challenging, but thoroughly enjoyable. And yet again, I am happy to be here in a circuit I don't usually race at. It's not a go-to track of mine, but I am enjoying this so far. But the test is definitely on. Look at that. Right-hand side, now the left-hand side. Whoa, even the middle of the tyre. Maybe the soft option tyres won't last this one. Surprisingly, The rear tyre is okay though, I haven't really seen it go red. I am rather gentle on the throttle, and probably the fact that we're using TCS2 is helping us not just to spin the rear up all the time. So that's a benefit. But we are approaching the 1 minute 27 lap times. I don't know if that's feasible, I don't know if we can do that. I'll certainly try. I'll lean over to the right hand side, hit the curb and bang across to the curb again here to turn 7. This is where Marc Marquez had a big off. And now into turn 9. It's not looking too bad actually. So it's not the first sector of the lap. Ooh, okay. Temperature really ramped up then into the right-hander. I am braking quite firm, but that's how you've got to do it here in MotoGP 24. There's a lot of trail braking. Braking on the side of the tyre. Oh, I've just gone wide there for turn 13. But braking on the side of the tyre is what gets you your speed here in MotoGP 24. It's not something I've completely mastered. I do still prefer the inline braking, but I do know a lot of players, especially our aces in the Ace Academy Championship, they are rather fast because they brake on an angle and allow the side of the tyre to do all of the work. And that's not just in the trail braking, that's just a little bit before it as well, rather than braking perfectly in that straight line. So I actually dropped into the 129s that time around. That's not a good lap time. Let's try and build some momentum. Now, a big problem with that was we went wide for turn 13, costing us time. As we are now, again, looking like we're putting more and more pressure on that front soft tyre. Yet the rear seems to be okay. Taka Nakagami with a warning. He always pops up for a warning in any of these sort of challenge videos. He just appears somewhere. And if you didn't notice, I have been slipping him in a few videos every now and again. Just pop up my favourite Japanese rider every now and again. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're out the loop. So into the right-hander then. This is turn 11. I remember Jake Dixon crashing there last season, I think it was. Now power on, 0.2 of a second down. Let's brake just before that white. I went wide again. I usually brake before that white line, but I'm not heeding my own advice right now. To that right hand side. It's really difficult to tell you where to start braking into that corner. But that is a beautiful apex for turn 16. We might find some time here. Keep an eye on that front tyre on the left, bottom right hand side of your screen. Yeah, it's about 60-70% already done on that right hand side. That front tyre will not last. I honestly felt like it was going to be the rear tyre that would struggle. I guess that silky smooth handling of your content creator today is going rather well. The DrAce fashion. Nice and smooth with the throttle, but aggressive on the braking. Try not to go too wide though, it's easy to get a track limit warning. Speaking of, Fabio Di Gianantonio's just been given a track limit warning. Quick change into turn 8, back across onto the right hand side, wheeling ever so slightly there, but able to manage it. We dive into the right hander. Now of course, I mentioned earlier about this being a 100% race. In real life MotoGP, they frequently reduce the laps down to 75%, 80% laps because of the abrasion in this circuit. Is an extremely demanding track on the tyres, so they do tend to reduce the race distance, and that's the same for the MotoGP computer game as well. We have the exact same thing, only reduced down to 20 laps rather than 22 or 24 per se. And in fact, with this lap time only being like a 1 minute 30, you would actually expect around 26 laps. Don't know if that's going to change in MotoGP this year, but to my knowledge it should still stay the same. It might be status quo in real life for track time and lap times, but for now we've actually gone better. We have improved to a 128.384. Good stuff so far. And of course guys, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, helps the channel grow, and I would appreciate any assistance as possible. It's kind of weird looking at those names on the left hand side of your screen now, because I've been doing career mode a lot recently. Moved up to the Premier class with the Repsol Honda team, absolutely loving the career mode. It's terrific. Really having a great time. But apart from Pecco, Marquez, and Oliveira, everyone else on that list have changed teams. Oh, and of course Jorge Martin is still actually with the Prima Pramac Ducati team. But in my career mode, Maverick Vinales has joined the Pramac Ducati team, Enea Bastianini's gone to the Trackhouse Aprilia, and Pedro Acosta's all on the Aprilia as well, but the factory Aprilia. So it's kind of weird seeing those names now at their correct positions rather than my career mode. I've seen so much of it already, so it just feels a little bit strange. Oh, a bit wide there going into turn 15, now into 16. It looks good going into that corner. When you get it right, it is tremendously satisfying, but we're really looking at a very worn front tyre. Couple of laps and that penultimate corner could be treacherous. Have to be very careful now for the next couple of laps. Even into turn 1 though, look how red it goes. And yet that soft option rear hardly budged. Looking absolutely fine on lap 8 of 20. Still got plenty of life in that rear tyre. That's probably the first time I've seen that rear tyre go up from a nice green to a little bit of a yellow. I can't say the same for the front tyre though. That's getting a pounding, isn't it? Not necessarily the fat part of the tyre, but just the outsides. As Marquez has been given a track limit warning. Very difficult track to stay within the limits here in this circuit. It's so easy, especially in that fast part going into Sector 2. It's very easy just to run off the circuit ever so slightly. We now launch into turn 12, power on. And we must brake before this white line here. There you go, bang on. Brings us nice and tight to 13. Quick change direction into 14. Close to improving the lap time, but not enough yet. We go on to the right hand side of the tyre again. Oh, I've jumped the front! Oh my god, that made me jump! I felt it! I felt that go! Wow! That's exactly what I was saying. And that front tyre just went in fuego. And unfortunately, I had to drop the front. Well, my estimations were way off. I honestly thought it'd be the rear tyre. I really did. It's that front tyre. It's suffering. It's facing the worst for wear. Right then. The question is, how long now can we survive with that front tyre? Going into that penultimate corner, every single lap now is going to get even more difficult. I genuinely didn't feel like I did anything wrong there as well. Maybe I braked that a little bit too hard. Well, I'm going to be certainly aware of it now. Ooh, did I run off the circuit? I think I got away with it if I did. Braking into turn 10. Of course, mostly turn 10s at any circuits are quite innocuous, and that's one of them. Ooh, beautiful apex there for turn 11. We might actually find some time on this lap. Maybe that crash is what we needed. No inhibitions now, ladies and gentlemen. The mistakes have been made. We are finding time here. But this is the one. I need to concentrate for this. It's gentle. That didn't feel too bad, actually. I actually let off the brake ever so slightly mid-corner there and then reapplied. I don't know how well that works for the tyre temperature, but across the line, straight back to it then, back into the mid-128s. Surprisingly good as we just now approach 50% race distance. Brake nice and early here going into turn 2. You can kind of run off the curb there as well going into turn 3. Didn't choose to do it this time around, but might try it later. I don't know if it's safe to do so though, with the front tyre being a little bit on the limit. In fact, let me know, guys, what would you choose to use around Mandalika circuit? The general census is always to go for the soft option tyres. If it's dry, choose the softs. Our Race Academy Championship riders did the same. I've done the same so far in career mode, and I would recommend it pretty much for anyone as well. Soft option tyres in MotoGP 24, they last the distance. And there's no real benefit to go for the medium or the hards. which is a damn shame really, because it's nice to use a different tyre every now and again and have that bit of strategy take place. In MotoGP 23 you choose a soft at a track like Sepang and it's good night Vienna. Oh, I hate downshifting mid-corner. It's too dangerous. I tell you what, this is another good lap time. On the power, this could be good enough, or not quite. We should get into the lower echelon of the 128s, we certainly do. 128.150 at the 50% mark. Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to crash on lap 8 and then set the fastest lap in 2 laps afterwards. There's the curb I was talking about, that's nice. That does work rather well, actually. About a 10th down on the delta. Back on the power, keep leaning in, touch the apex here, straighten it up a bit, and back across. It's so simple when you know how to do it, but when I first started on this track, it was a bit of a mess. I was using the Honda in World Superbike Game 2022. And it felt really good, but it was easy to run off the track. Of course, Superbike 22, a completely different game to MotoGP 24. Physics significantly different. But if you're a racer and you'll know what to do. Into the left-hander for 13. Actually up again on the delta. Surely we're not going to improve the lap time again. There's nothing left on that front tyre. Look at it. Oh, now look at it. Yeah, I can't. I shouldn't have looked. My confidence was shot. This is going to be a pretty average lap time then. Out of the power, onto the curb. I love that. I love the way you can just get onto the curb and then balance it out whilst using the ride height device. Long lap penalty for Fabio. That's a shame. Right, I think I'm due a video with Fabio Quartararo. I'm sure someone mentioned it a while ago. I still have a video to do with Brad Binder. That's another one I forgot to do. Just had so much content ideas lately that it's difficult to get everything done. Into turn 5 then. Sector 1, there's a yellow flag out. No idea who's crashed there. We're so far ahead of the competition that it doesn't even matter. Oh, there you go. It was Alicia Spargo. A collision with Joan Mir. How's that happened? Alicia must have been having a really bad race. Oh, and Joan Mir got a penalty for it. I'm assuming the Honda man either hit him after a pretty good race, or Alicia's done a mistake and then it's hit Mir and Mir's got the penalty for it. Who knows? Who cares? That's another question. Who cares? It's AI 120% being silly and inoperable. As we now lean into 16, there is nothing left of that front tyre. There's not a chance I get through this now without another crash. But we have built up a tremendous buffer of 9.7 seconds, soon to be in double digits. And I think it's here. It is there. The double-digit lead. Short-lived, although. But I don't doubt we get it back here. There. Oh, there it is. 10-second advantage. You know what? We might go for the 20 seconds here. We must be travelling around a second a lap quicker than the competition to do it, though. But I think we can. It's up to 11 already. That was a whole second in the first split. That is sensational, and we're about to go quicker. This is consistency at its finest. So ignoring lap 8. Once lap 8 disappears, we have some good consistency. Maybe everyone skipped lap 8. Maybe nobody saw it. We might be okay. But the run of form from lap 9 to 12 is looking promising. Are we still up? We are. Ooh, just touched the curb. That will cost me a small amount of time. Just managed to avoid the curb on the right-hander this time around for 14 should I say, and now into the right-hander again. Little bit of a scare once more. Prima Prama Ducati does not want to go sliding down the road again. It was a mistake that it happened in the first place. Oh, we might get improve here across the line. We do improve, 128.134. We are 1/10 and a bit away from getting into the 127s. I did not think that was possible today. Not with the sole purpose of the video being, can the tyres survive? Look at the front tyre now though. Surely I can't keep riding through this. The rear tyre is beginning to slide. Just check out that rear tyre as we go into some of these corners. The Michelin rear started to move around a bit. It does do that on the Ducati, a bit on the Honda as well. But usually, even though it does it, it's still pretty good. You don't lose a significant amount of time for tyre slide in this game. Turn 11, tackle pretty well. Now into the left-hander for 12. TYRE's been giving another track limit warnings. But how many warnings is he going to get? He's already had a long lap penalty. Surely he's not going to get another one. Okay, I lost a bit of time there. I'm going to have to start braking. Careful, oh, Lord almighty. That felt really good, actually. I think I found the balance. That finesse point on the left trigger, ladies and gentlemen. We might improve the lap time here. Just went off the circuit. That is a track limit warning. Across the line, it's another improvement. A 128.065. We can't miss out now. We're 66,000th of a second to getting the 127.999. We have to get it. I will not end this video until I get it. I'll be so disappointed if I don't get that 127. I know it's unnecessary and it's not needed for the video. Oh, that's a long lap penalty. That's clumsy. I did mention earlier how easy it is to go off that part of the track. And unfortunately, I'm living that life now. Ooh, the front. Surely that front tyre is going to give. It's going to explode. There's nothing left of it. Oh, even the left-hand side of the front tyre is getting hot. It is heating up here in Mandalika. Into the right-hander. Power on. Steady. Brake again to the right-hander. This is it. Don't fail me now. Oh, we're so wide. We're still going. Oh! Ooh. Just lost the front ever so slightly there. That's because that mid-wheelie just causes you some time. Now, thankfully, the long lap penalty in this track is very easy. And we're probably... I mean, I don't remember the last time I did a long lap penalty and messed it up. I'm not going to do it now either. God, I hope not after I've said that. Here we go. Oh, yeah, of course, it's this one. It's massive. So wide. It's not even a problem, is it? I lost 2 seconds. That's not bad for a long lap penalty. I could have swore I just exceeded track limits again then. Maybe not. Might have been a bit deceiving on that right-hand side of the tyre. Well, unfortunately, our good form of lap times is coming to an end. The deviation of 7/10 is about to cease. Getting a bit of wheelie coming out of turn 10 there. Did you notice that? It's looking a little bit loose. There's Takanakagami again. If he gets a long lap penalty, that picture's coming back up on the screen, and it'll be here to stay for the whole duration. Then again, there's only 5 laps remaining, or 4.5, 4.25. Yeah, that's it. That is ridiculous now. There is nothing left of that front tyre. Is there no real punishment for having the front tyre like that? 130.3, that is a shocking lap time, but don't forget, we just did the long lap penalty. Here's turn 1. Power on, hit the brakes, lean in tight to 2, run across the curb for 3. We're on it. We're on it again. So the good news is, at least once we do make that mistake and we do a long lap penalty or we crashed, we've been able to get straight back on the Ducati and punch a hole in the air and go for it again. This might be actually the one we're looking for here. Steady. Big mention actually to Fabio Di Giannantonio, his teammate Marco Bezzecchi. We're getting a Indonesian-inspired livery this weekend. And I gotta say, it looks bloody brilliant. The Indonesian flag is based at the colours of the VR46 Ducati, sponsored by Pertamina Enduro, of course. Where on earth did I find that time? Is this... Oh, the rear! Here we go. Steady. I am braking at about 60-70% there, no more. Because I will lose the front if I'm not careful. Into the left-hander. This is turn 17. Bring on the power. We might just do it. We are going to do it. We've got the 27. That is marvellous. From a long lap penalty to a brand new track record, or at least it is for me. That's brilliant. Oh, Acosta's gone. Costa has crashed on lap 17 of 20 here in Mandalika. Oh, he's out. Of course, there's no championship points at stake or anything like this. It's just a simple, quick race for this purpose of this challenge. Oh, I was off the track then. Of course, if you do have any suggestions, be sure to let me know. I noticed Jack Hammer left some suggestions in the previous video, so a big thank you to Jack. I'll check out some of those and try and replicate them, and possibly in Ride 4. Ride 5, should I say. It's been a while since I played Ride 5. It's been even longer since I played Ride 4. But Ride 4 is not coming back. It's just MotoGP 24, Ride 5, and possibly at some point, I have seen the comments for it, to play TT Isle of Man again. Not really that inspired to play it at the moment, but when it comes, I'll be on it, and I'll certainly do that challenge. A bit wide there this time around for 15. The exit, well, the middle entry there to hit the apex also wasn't too great. However, we might find time here, or sadly not, but across the line, it was almost another 27 again. That would have been impressive. Well, we've got 2 more laps then to get back into the 127s. Let's see if we can do it. Let's end this video on a high. There is now nothing left of that right-hand side of the front tyre. We might have to come back and try a different tyre combination this video. Maybe the mediums, maybe the hards, and see what difference they have. Because the soft tyres in this game, the Michelin softs are just ridiculous. Oh my god, I've just abused the track limits there. But the Pirelli soft tyres in Moto 2, they get battered. Which effectively are the SCX tyres, or SC1s I think they are. And they get destroyed in Moto 2. And they do make a big difference to the lap times, yet here in the Premier class, I'm still producing best lap times, fastest lap times. It's unbelievable. And we might actually improve again here. This is the part where I crash. I'm calling it now. Let's get it right. Come on. Oh no, not on the curbs. That gave me no confidence at all, and I've lost time. Gentle to the left-hander, keep it in tight. Get on the power. Ride-out device enabled. Oh my god, can we? Can we? We have! Can you believe it? Oh, it's the same lap time. A 1:27.973 twice in 3 laps. Now that is speed. That is precision, and we're actually going again. Well, I can't believe it. Well, I guess I've answered the question to the video. Will the soft tyre survive? Yes, it will. And in the video, in the thumbnail, oh my god, look at the state of this lap time. Oh, enough. I'm going to end up crashing here. What happened then? I got all distracted. I ended up getting like 3 track limit warnings at once. Oh, Marquez has got a warning now. Well, I'll tell you what a great race. I have enjoyed this one tremendously. I hope you guys have as well. I hope it's not been a boring one. Of course, 20 laps, 30-minute video. It's a good effort. I almost exceeded track limits again there. And it looks like I'm going to win by 20 seconds as well. So, take away any mention of the crash, of the long lap penalty, we possibly could have won this one by 30 seconds, which would have been a second a lap quicker. Unreal. Terrific pace here today. And what a victory it's going to be for Jorge Martin. Will Martin do this in Mandalika this weekend? I guess we'll find out. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.